So this is my first YouTube video, and I am going to do like a little Q&A. So I looked up 50 questions that people on YouTube don't usually get asked. So first question is, what is your favorite candle scent? I think my favorite candle scent is probably like caramel candles and stuff like that. Question number 2, what female celebrity do you wish was your sister? Don't really know that many female celebrities, let alone want them to be my sister. So, I don't know. What male celebrity do you want to be your brother? Again, same thing. Not really something that I really thought about before, so. How old do you think you'll be when you get married? Probably somewhere in my 30s or really late 20s. I don't know. I really want to know the person before I actually marry them if I do get married, so we'll see. Do you know a hoarder? No, I do not know a hoarder. Can you do the splits? No, I cannot do the splits. Not very flexible at all. So, how old were you when you learned how to ride a bike? I think it was like 8 or 9 when I officially learned how to ride a bike. So, how many oceans have you swam in? I've swam in one ocean when we went out to California 6 years ago. So, how many countries have you been to? I've only been to the one that I live in, and I live in the US, so I don't know. Is anyone in your family in the Army? I don't know if anyone in my family is still in the Army, but I know I have quite a few relatives that have been in the military or Army, whatever you want to. What would you name your daughter if you had one? I really like the name Arya and the name Bay. That'd probably be what I name them. What would you name your son if you had one? I really like the name Ezra for a boy. I don't know. I guess we'll come to that when we get there. What is the worst grade you have gotten on a test? 3. So, E. I'm not a very good test taker, so. What was your favorite TV show when you were a child? My all-time favorite TV show when I was a child was Dinosaur Train, but pretty much anything from PBS. So, Dinosaur Train, Word World, Martha Speaks, Word Girl, Kim Impossible was on there at one point. But now the new Kim Impossible. Super Y. Those kind of shows. What was your favorite TV show? What did you dress up as on Halloween when you were 8? I think I was either a bumblebee or a witch, but I don't remember which one I dressed up as first. I know from when I was 7 or 9 for Halloween, I dressed up as a princess. Have you read any of the Harry Potter, Hunger Games, or Twilight series? I've read all Hunger Games, I've read all Twilight, and I read like the first 3 books of Harry Potter, but I like the movies more than I like the books, so it's not really something that I've actually gotten into for the books. Would you rather have an American accent or a British accent? I much rather have an American accent because that's what I'm used to, but I find British accents very fascinating, but I don't think I'd ever actually want to have one. Did your mother go to college? Yes, but I don't know which one. Are your grandparents still married? On my dad's side, my grandparents are still married. On my mom's side, my grandparents are divorced and then remarried. So, have you ever taken karate lessons? No, I have not taken karate lessons. Do you know who Kermit the Frog is? Yes, I know who Kermit the Frog is. I think most people know who Kermit the Frog is. Unless you're like, I don't know, completely oblivious. I think everyone knows who Kermit the Frog is. What's the first amusement park you've ever been to? Michigan Adventures was the first amusement park I went to with my family. I mean, the first one ever, but it was with my family when I was, I think, 10 or 10. I don't remember. What language besides your native language would you like to be fluent in? I would like to be completely fluent in ASL. I'm taking ASL now in high school, but besides that, I think I would probably choose Spanish or French or I don't know, something like that. I like to know like a little bit of all languages, but I don't know if I'll ever actually accomplish that. Do you spell the color gray G-R-E-Y or G-R-A-Y? I think I spell it G-R-E-Y. I haven't ever like actually paid attention to the fact that there's two different spellings for it. Is your father bald? No, my father is not bald. He still has a full head of hair. Do you know triplets? I do know a set of triplets actually from when I was younger. I'm not in touch with them anymore, but I was, and I don't know. Do you prefer Titanic or The Notebook? I can't say. I haven't seen either one, so. Have you ever had Indian food? No, I have not had Indian food. What's the name of your favorite restaurant? It's a small town up north called Frederick, and they have a little Frederick Inn that's just a restaurant, and they have amazing burritos, so I think everyone would love it there, but I don't know. Have you ever been to Olive Garden? Yes, I have been to Olive Garden. I mean, I like their food, but it's not like, oh, I have to go to Olive Garden. Do you belong to any warehouse stores, so Costco, BJ's, etc.? No, I do not. What would your parents have named you if you were the opposite gender? I don't know. I really don't. If you have a nickname, what is it? So my brothers call me Sissy sometimes. So does my sister. And then some of my brothers call me Julie, Jules. Everyone calls me something different, so it's not really that common for me to have multiple nicknames. I mean, one nickname. But my mom and my grandparents and my aunts and like people like that call me Julie Bean, so I don't know. Who's your favorite person in the world? I don't know. My favorite actor is Chris Evans, so we'll just go with that. Would you rather live in a rural area or the suburbs? A rural area. I like my space, and I don't really like being right next to people, so. Can you whistle? Yes, I can whistle. Do you sleep with a nightlight? No, I do not sleep with a nightlight. Do you eat breakfast every morning? No, I do not eat breakfast every morning because I get sick of myself if I eat every morning, too early in the morning. Do you take any pills or medications daily? No, I do not. What medical conditions do you have? I don't have any. How many times have you been to the hospital? I don't know. Have you ever seen Finding Nemo? Yes, I have seen Finding Nemo. I think everyone's seen Finding Nemo. Where do you buy your jeans? Most of the time, Meijer, honestly. What was the last compliment you got? I don't know, honestly. Do you usually remember your dreams in the morning? Sometimes, depending on what they are about and how weird they were. What flavor tea do you enjoy? I just prefer my tea black, or like just regular Lipton tea. I don't particularly like flavored tea. I mean, I'll drink them, but how many pairs of shoes do you currently own? I own at least 3 that I wear on a regular basis. What religion will you raise your children to practice? I don't know. I'll let them practice whatever when they want. At first, it'll probably be Christianity because that is what I am. But beyond that, I don't know. How old were you when you found out that Santa wasn't real? I don't know. I don't remember. And why do you have a Tumblr? I don't have a Tumblr. I don't have anything beyond Snapchat and Instagram and Facebook, honestly. Everything else I don't have. So, any case, yeah. So, don't forget to like and subscribe down below.